Frita Cubana or the Cuban Burger. This one's a back of the net all day long, mate. Look at that. When I was in Miami a couple of years ago shooting the Cuban sandwich video, if you haven't seen that, what have you been doing with your life? Yeah? At least a third of your work time should be dedicated to YouTube videos, mostly mine, right? I went down to Little Havana and discovered this Cuban burger, or the Frita Cubana, which is like this amazing burger. It's done on their Cuban bread, but as a burger bun. It's friggin' delicious. I'm gonna make that for you now. It's gonna blow your mind. The bread recipe is the same as the Cuban sandwich, so go there and I'll put the ingredients in the description below. And the difference is that once we've proved the dough, we make burger buns. Now, the perfect way to prove any dough is with a plastic bag like this. I use this for my sourdough, but basically you drop in your dough into that plastic bag, and then what that does is it just creates the perfect environment to create the warmth in there so it can create that proving effect. I'm gonna put that above my oven so it's got a little bit of extra warmth, leave for 2 hours. We're now gonna make the burger. Start off with the beef. Beef's really important. The most important thing is that you use ground beef that's got at least 20% fat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put 2 teaspoons of smoked sweet paprika in there because it's sweet. 1 teaspoon of cumin. Then a teaspoon of oregano. Teaspoon of salt. Then you want 2 cloves of garlic, and you want half a grated onion, which I've already done. But as you can see, there's tons of moisture in there. And so make sure that you drain it and you force out all the moisture, or your burger's gonna be horrid. So we're gonna mix those ingredients together. Just get them all mixed in so the flavor is evenly distributed. And the reason you take your meat and you throw it into your hand is as you do that, it forces any air that's in the meat out, compacts it down, makes all those ingredients, it's encouraging them to get to know that they're now a burger, not separate ingredients. So just get all the excess air out, and then nice round patty like that, which we're gonna smash onto the grill. Having a sort of crusty bread is key to the Cuban burger. It's not a brioche bun. That's why I've made them. So there's 2 things that we've got to do to it. The first is that I've got a little razor blade, and I'm just going to cut a little slash in each top, and then I'm going to put a fine spray of water on there just before I whack them into the oven so it develops the crust. Now we're going to dice an onion. Onion's such a key ingredient in this burger. It's in the burger, but it's also, when it's cooked with the onions on the skillet, and then it's served with them. The important thing to do is when you're slicing this onion is just get it really nice, get them all even, so when you cook them, they're cooked perfectly. We need to make the red sauce, which is another key element when you're cooking this, which starts with some sugar, some hot sauce, and some other ingredients. Put 100 mils of water into a pan and 30 to 40 mils of apple cider vinegar. Then add a tablespoon and a half of sugar, a tablespoon of tomato puree, a tablespoon of hot sauce, and then 3 cloves of garlic that have been smashed. Drop them into the pan. Bring the mixture up to the boil, let it sit there for a couple of minutes, and then take off. So those little beauties are done. Now traditionally, these are the type of buns that are used with this burger. It started in Havana, but when Castro came to power, the availability of meat plummeted. And so what street traders started doing was putting loads of flour into their burgers. And so this is a burger completely fell out of favor in Cuba, but it had, what's the right word? A resurgence, yeah, in Miami, in Little Havana, and they're served with these crusty Cuban bread rolls. Now the garnish that just makes this burger just a standalone deliciousness is that it's served with shoestring fries on top. There's just lashings and lashings of it on the burger. You can do fine juliennes of potato, or you can grate it. Then they wash that potato to get rid of the starch. The enemy to perfectly crispy potato is moisture, right? And so that's why it's gone onto kitchen roll. And then I've just got a bit more and I'm just pressing down. So when they hit that oil, they're just really crunchy, really potatoey, really delicious. This is going into hot oil at about 130, 140. We're gonna get it nice, golden, crispy, then it's out onto kitchen paper. I'm putting beautiful sea salt and then a little bit of sweet smoked paprika onto the potatoes to season them. Oh, just look at that, like that is crunchy heaven right there. Right people, moment of truth, we're getting ready to smash this burger. It's a smashed burger, right? So it's on the stove, you smash it down, it gets really gnarly. We've got all our mise en place ready, but to cook the burger, you need your three elements. Your burger, you've got your beautifully diced onion, and then you've got your red sauce. And so first up, let's get a burger onto the grill. Buns feel so good. It's like they're quite dense when they're done, but once you've toasted them, oh, they're perfect. They're so good for this. So traditionally, believe it or not, tomato ketchup is served with this burger. Yeah? Get on board, people. Look at that beauty. Like, it's not a traditional burger, man. It's flipped in so many different places, but how good does that look? Right, like the egg and then the fries. Oh, flipping. Right, let's get involved. Ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. This bread's made with lard, so it's got a certain sort of like waxy quality to you that when you put it on the griddle, it toasts up just so well and it works with the rest of the ingredients. 2 seconds. That's easily one of the best burgers I've ever done. Oh, what an absolute banger. Now, if you want more comfort food or you want to go behind the scenes at some of the best restaurants in London or around the world, then subscribe to the channel, increase the peace, and spread the love.